What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? It's your boy Ron B. As you can see, I'm not in the truck. I'm back at my home right now. So just wanted to give you an update on my week 5 experience. I think last time I spoke with you guys, we ended up trying to head towards, I believe it was North Carolina. We did not end up going to North Carolina, by the way. We ended up getting swapped out to another location with another driver. So we ended up going to St. Joseph, Missouri for a hot load because that load was pretty much the other driver that had it had a breakdown, so we had to end up swapping him out. So we ended up swapping that load out with him, heading to St. Joseph, Missouri for 4 a.m. delivery. We did not make that delivery, however, because it was just wasn't enough time to get there. But we ended up dropping it off. It was a drop and hook delivery. So after that time, we ran a couple of times to Arkansas, Fayetteville, back and forth to Laredo, Texas. Then we went to Atlanta for a couple of times. I think it was what was that place? I'm trying to remember. That place. But anyway, it was in Atlanta, outside of Publix. That's what the name was, Publix Foods. We went to Publix. Then we got another load back to Fayetteville, and then finally we went to Atlanta. I got the load from Atlanta, and we headed to Jackson. So this past weekend, I got back to Jackson right around Saturday. Rested up at a hotel, and then ended up taking my upgrade test on this past Monday. Happy to report that, yeah, I am now first seat driver. I passed my my driving tests, everything, my written and driving test that they gave me on Monday. So I got orientation coming up next week. So just want to let you guys know what's happening. It's been a long journey. Thank you guys for following me through this time period. It's been very interesting. This won't be my last video, of course. I'll definitely let you know what I decide. I haven't decided on whether I'm gonna go lease purchase yet or company yet, and also I have to choose what type of vehicle or determine what type of vehicles they have in inventory. By the way, I think we have to choose between either a Volvo or a Freightliner, and I don't know what the model is. You know, I think they're Cascadias. I don't know if the Volvo is, I think it's either 780 or I forgot the other model that Volvo has. But anyway, I'll let you guys know how that turns out. That's next week. So I decided to come home and spend some time with the family and unwind and get rest. It's been, my body, I've lost almost, because not necessarily that nothing's wrong with me, but I've lost a little weight. So not eating like normally, that, you know, because when you're out there, you're eating like different types of, you know, calories. You're supposed to be normally, for a man, you normally take like 1,500 to 2,500 calories a day. So I've been eating under 2,500 calories. So I've lost some weight. So I'm trying to gain my weight back. So I get full quickly, and family's trying to fatten me up a little bit. So other than that, I'm doing all right. Glad you guys, like I said, glad you guys came on the journey with me. I appreciate everybody who followed me and went along. And like I said, if you guys are still planning on going with KLLM, like I said, I still vouch for the school. I still vouch for the program. Trainer he congratulated me and everything like that. And like I said, there were moments where I told you in my other previous videos where I had, not differences of opinion, but just times where I wanted to, you know, do some things on my own, but I just kind of grin and bear it and went along with the situation. I learned a lot of things. He did teach me a lot of different things that I didn't know. So I give him a lot of credit for that. There's some things, like, of course, that you're not going to always agree with that trainer, but that's fine. I think also in another video, my first video that I mentioned about the school in KLLM, and for new people, that you guys, if you're still interested in going there, it was some of the things I wanted to mention to you that, that I wanted to bring about that will be good for you that I didn't mention before. if one thing that also I said, to get your permit first, and that is still important. But you also want to look at trying to get your look at videos that talk about pre-trip, because pre-trip is one of the requirements that you're going to have to do when you do a when you're testing out for your CDL. Learn that pre-trip. The good thing about KLLM is they will for sure get you up to speed in there. But before you get to the school, kind of learn the lingo, because you're going to have to do an air brake test. You're going to have to perform, name all the parts on the outside of the tractor and some things on the outside of the trailer, and then some of the engine parts. Like I said, every day when you get to the school, they have trucks outside already that you can go ahead and do, look over the truck, and they give you a visual aid too on what you can do. But I didn't wait for that. Before I got to KLLM's Academy, I pretty much just tried to look at as much as I could. And you're not going to go any further if you don't get that pre-trip passed. You won't even they'll send you right home. If you fail that pre-trip, they'll send you right. You won't go any further than that. And they stress that when you're at the academy. So just make sure, you guys, that you are studying your pre-trip every day, so that you can just spit it off when the time comes, because you're only going to have the 2 weeks actually to be able to take that off. So that's a tidbit right there. Another tidbit that I like to share with you guys, as far as the training tip, is as far as automatic failures when you get ready to take your CDL test. And this is on the driving test. There's some things that you will automatically fail you. There are you cannot hit a curb. That's one thing. That's automatic failure for you. Also, you cannot run a red light or run a yellow light. That's considered an automatic failure. You cannot roll backwards when you're at a stop sign. They will put you in scenarios where you're holding the clutch, and you have to hold that clutch to a point where if it goes backwards, that's considered a failure, because there's cars behind you. So you don't want to roll back. Get that clutch control. When you're out with your trainer, he's going to show you about clutch control and being able to hold that clutch. Do not roll back. That is an automatic failure. Also, being able to make sure you roll your windows down when you're out there crossing any railroad tracks. You're supposed to be able to hear any railroad or trains coming. So before you get to those railroad tracks, roll those windows down and make sure that you are looking both ways on both sides of the truck so you can hear. Also, and the most important, do not have any accidents or hit anybody or anything while you're out there doing your test, even before you get to your road test, because they can instantly throw you out of the academy, because you will be considered a liability. And just don't try your hardest. I mean, I know you're learning and everything, but don't hit anybody while you're out there. Try to be as safe as possible. And even while you're, like I said, if you make it that far and able to, go forward with that, even when you're doing your 5-week and 6-week training, do not hit anybody or have any accidents. That will be, that's the most important thing, even with me right now, because I just don't there's people out here who hype up companies and everything like that. I don't hype up any companies, to a point where there's super companies. Any mega carrier, if you have an accident out here, will drop you like a bad rash. So do not have an accident. I can tell you, because that will ruin your CDL. If you have an accident between, like, say, 3 accidents within a year, you're gone. That's any company. So safety is the utmost. And I think I mentioned that on some of my videos. Safety is the utmost importance. Be safe out here. Take your time and watch everything. And like I said, I think you guys will be successful, the new people out here. Anybody that wants to go to school. Also, and just take this from me, like I said, I don't know what you guys will be going through as far as preparing for school, but I will say it's a big decision when you get ready to go and decide to get your CDL. Some of you might not even be able to afford it, because initially you're not going to get paid any money. They're not going to pay you anything. Now, they will pay you something. Once you get your permit, they'll give you a gift card. You'll get, like, I think $500 or something like that, just to obtain your permit. But after that, it's going to be up to you to, to continue to be paid. You got to pass that CDL test. So make every effort that you can, whatever you need to do. Write notes, take notes, everything to pass that CDL test. If you take it seriously, I met a lot of friends. I had some great people there at the academy. But my goal wasn't to make a lot of friends there. My goal was to get my license. So make friends. I mean, nothing wrong with making friends. Like I said, I got classmates that I'm gonna, that I keep up with even right now. I'm keeping up with some of my classmates now. But your main focus is to be there with, there to get the knowledge that you need to get there and get finished. So that's all I pretty much wanted to tell you guys. Just don't be afraid to fail. There was I think a video out there that one of my YouTubers mentioned. His name is King D-Rod. He's with Stevens Transport. And he said that you can't, failure is not an option. That's not necessarily true. Failure can be an option because that's how you learn. How can you not fail? You're going to fail sometimes. So don't be afraid to fail. You will learn something from failing because you gain. I mean, just like a little kid, when he falls down, when he's trying to learn how to walk, he ends up falling, but he gets back up. And once that from those multiple times of falling down, he eventually will learn, hey, I got to keep my balance. And it just repetition over and over. So that necessarily, I don't agree with like King D-Rod was saying, I don't agree with failure is not an option. You have to fail. That's how you learn things. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. And for the ladies out here, they are definitely, for KLLM, you might not be able to get a trainer immediately. That's the biggest need that they have. They have plenty of men trainers, but they do not put men with the ladies at KLLM. I know at certain companies they do switch them out, and you have male with female trainers, but not here because I guess they had an issue at one point where there wasn't a good match or something happened where a harassment situation occurred. So they put women with women and men with men. So they have a shortage of trainers. So if any ladies out there are interested, after, they're asking a lot of the lady drivers out there at KLLM to, they're looking for trainers badly for the ladies. So you might not be able to come, go out immediately. So there might be a wait, but some of my classmates were able to go out. And there's finally, like I said, just keep your heads up. Don't be afraid to fail. You will make it out here. You will be able to do things that you want to do. Have a goal when you first come out here to the school. Have a goal in mind, and you'll be successful. I guarantee you. Like I said, I'll be in touch with you guys again. I'll let you know what's happening with my orientation. Like I said, I got a lot of decisions I got to make. I got to determine whether I want to go company or lease. I got to pick out a GPS system. I got to pick out a phone system. So there's a lot of decisions I got to do. So I'll be letting you guys know what I do. But just wanted to let you know that I'm here. I'm back here. I'm resting, chilling out right now. And appreciate you guys again following me and taking time out of your day to see where I am during my journey. And thank you so much for hooking up with me these last couple of weeks, or 5 weeks, so to speak. But thank you again. Like, comment, subscribe if you like the content. Thank you again, everyone, for all you do. And if I can help any one of you guys, any questions, just feel free to ask me, and I'll be back in touch with you guys. You guys stay safe. I'll be in touch with you. Take care. Have a good one. Take care, man. Bye.